You kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Seriously? Marvel. This what we on right now? Is this where we going? Now, I gave you guys my insights on how I really and truly feel about Wakanda Forever, the film. I didn't think it would get any worse than that film. Months ago, my father didn't watch it, so I decided to get Disney Plus and show him the film. I decided, why not watch it for a second time just to get a second opinion? And after watching it for a second time, I was even more angrier. So, as of now, through the grapevine, I heard that there's a video game about the Black Panther. Shout outs to Chillmonger. He came out with a video the other day and he gave his 2 cents on how he felt about the game. Even though the game hasn't really been released yet, nor there isn't any trailers available yet, but there's been some backstory about this game. It's untitled, and I went through Twitter to see if I could get some more information about it. Let's take a look, shall we? Okay, guys, this has been blowing up on Twitter, and I decided to give it a shot. What we have here at the bottom are the upcoming video games. Play as Spider-Man, the story of Peter Parker. Play as Wolverine, the story of Logan. Play as Iron Man, aka Tony Stark. Play as Captain America, aka Steve Rogers, featuring T'Challa's grandpa. Earn the costume of Black Panther and enjoy the representation Wakanda brings. It looks quite interesting, does it? I went through the comment section and there's one comment that kind of blew my mind. And someone asked, "You don't think T'Challa will be the main character?" I'm not convinced he's not yet, but nothing that's been said about the game through rumors or this announcement gives me any confidence. When Electric Arts announced Iron Man, they talked about Tony Stark and exploring his story. Here, they talk about mantles and representation. Now, the only issue I'm having is that when they announced this upcoming video game, they mentioned something about you get to play as the Black Panther. So it's going to be based on a video game where you can create your own character. And you start to see how Wakanda is. Basically, it's like a virtual, most likely it's like a virtual experience of you being the king of Wakanda. You're holding the mantle of the Black Panther. But not once did they mention about T'Challa. Now, what does that tell you? This is nothing more than a misrepresentation of the character because Chadwick Boseman passed away. From now on, I'm starting to get the sense that Marvel will feel like they're doing a dishonor towards Chadwick whenever the Black Panther is involved in anything. And I don't know why. You're not dishonoring him. So why are we? And I hate to bring up about race. What if Blue Beetle didn't have his? I mean, let's go as far as Shang-Chi. What if there was a video game about him and they give us the opportunity to see what it's like to be him rather than focusing on the actual character who is Asian? How about Moon Knight? How about White Tiger? Okay, here's the article. New Black Panther video game has internet riled up about T'Challa's fate. If you love the Black Panther films but have always wanted to spend more time exploring Wakanda, I've got good news for you. Marvel Games has announced that it is partnering with Electronic Arts Cliffhanger Games to develop an original third-person single-player Black Panther game. The project plans to build an expansive and reactive world that empowers players to experience what it's like to take on the mantle of Wakanda's protector. Where's T'Challa's name in that paragraph? We're dedicated to delivering fans a definitive and an authentic Black Panther experience, giving them more agency and control over their narrative than they have ever experienced in a story-driven video game, Cliffhanger boss Kevin Stevens said. Wakanda is a rich superhero sandbox, and our mission is to develop an epic world for players who love Black Panther and want to explore the world of Wakanda as much as we do. Why didn't it say Wakanda is a rich superhero universe? And our mission is to develop an epic world for players who love T'Challa. Yeah, something about this is not right at all. They're focusing on the representation of Wakanda rather than T'Challa. Spider-Man, Peter Parker, main character. Wolverine, Logan, main character. Iron Man, Tony Stark, main character. Captain America, Steve Rogers, main character. Black Panther. So it's really like that, huh? Wow. While we don't have all the details of the Black Panther game, I would just like to point out the difference in official EA messaging for the Iron Man game versus the Black Panther game. They're very quick to mention Tony in the Iron Man experience. T'Challa is unacknowledged. We see that, laughing out loud. Developed in collaboration with Marvel Games, the game will feature an original narrative that taps into the rich history of Iron Man, challenging the complexity, charisma, and creative genius of Tony Stark, and enabling players to feel what it's like to truly play as Iron Man. They elaborated this to the fullest for Tony Stark. Wow. We want our game to enable players to feel what it's like to be worthy of the Black Panther mantle in unique, story-driven ways, and we want Cliffhanger Games to empower everyone on our team as we collaborate to bring this amazing world to life. See, you hear the words mantle, Wakanda. They keep talking about the Black Panther mantle, but they're not saying that we get to experience the true story and the true wonders of T'Challa's life. Someone said it right here at the bottom. It's crazy. We might not even have T'Challa in a video game. Well, we did have T'Challa in a video game, but this game here, I don't think he's going to be in it. I honestly don't know what's going on here. This is a misrepresentation for the black community. I hate to bring race in this, but come on, let's keep it real. I really don't like talking about this type of stuff on my channel, but as a huge Black Panther fan, they're doing T'Challa wrong. They're doing him dirty. I said this plenty of times in my last two videos when I was ranting about the Wakanda Forever film. From this point on, things are going to look very different for the Black Panther universe. I don't know. It just seems to me that ever since Chadwick passed, God bless his soul, and I'm not blaming this on him at all. He's not at fault at this. He didn't ask for what he went through, but it seems like they're sabotaging everything that the Black Panther stood for. They say they don't want to dishonor him by recasting him. You are dishonoring him, and everyone's entitled to an opinion, but I'm stating facts right here. You're messing up everything that the Black Panther universe has stood for. Everything is altered. Everything is is being slowly being destroyed. You guys won't recast him. Yeah, this is quite frustrating. It is. I mean, I know I've ranted enough about the situation, but as far as for not putting T'Challa in a video game, which I highly doubt that they are going to do that, just by how they announced that, saying that they're focusing on the Black Panther mantle and give us the experience to see what it's like. They didn't say the same thing for Iron Man when they mentioned Tony Stark's name, but they never mentioned T'Challa's name or T'Chaka. How do we know that we're going to be talking about the Black Panther mantle before or after T'Challa's time? Let me take that back. Before or after Chadwick's version of T'Challa. Because they killed him off in the film. So how do we know, how do we know this is not related to the film? They said in the article that the game has no relations to the films. But how do we know that? If you're going to kill him off in the film, why aren't you putting him in the game? Let us see what it's like to be Wakanda's protector as T'Challa. They're so focused on Black Panther. There wouldn't be a Black Panther if it wasn't for T'Challa. Same reason there wouldn't be an Iron Man if it wasn't for Tony Stark. There wouldn't be Superman if it wasn't for Clark Kent. There wouldn't be a Batman if it wasn't for Bruce Wayne. You always got to put the character before the superhero first. The superhero is also a character, but the alter ego, the secret identity behind that superhero. Marvel, you guys need to be on your job. I don't know. I think I've said enough. What do you guys think? You guys let me know in the comment section below. You guys think that Marvel is pulling the right move here? I stand by my word. I'm going to stand by it until they actually do it. Recast T'Challa. You Bombay.